everyone, welcome to another episode. In today's program, we'll see how our four young friends have a ball talking about sports and its importance in Malaysia.
Hey guys!
Hi.
Where's Borhan?
He's in Ipoh.
Ipoh? What's he doing in Ipoh?
It's a badminton tournament and he's taking part.
Ah, yes, now I remember. It should be over by today, right?
That's right. I wonder if he had any time to meet up with my friends.
You know, Borhan is such a shy person.
Hi everyone, I just heard you talking about Borhan. I hope he plays well. And about him being shy, it will slowly wear off once he gets his confidence from playing in all these badminton tournaments.
What do you mean by wear off, mentor?
Oh, I know that, Elena. It's a phrase that means to disappear gradually. See? I was right.
I'm sure Borhan will make our school proud. He's a really good player. I like to play badminton, but I'm not up the player that Borhan is. Do you play any games, Jolie?
Well, I used to play basketball almost every day with the neighborhood kids back in Ipoh. But since coming here, the only game I've been playing is chess. Look here, I even carried it around with me. It's my boon companion. Anyone game to try?
Oh, not now, Jolie. With chess, you need to concentrate really hard. Chess is a good game for the mind, but it doesn't give the body an exercise. What game do you play, Alina?
I play netball here in school and some squash in the sports club near my house.
Wow, squash. That's one game I never tried. I love to see people play that.
Why don't you come over to the club and I'll show you? It's really quite easy.
It's a badminton tournament and he's taking part.
Tournament. A sports competition involving a number of teams or players who must leave the competition if they lose.
I'm sure Borhan will make our school proud. He's a really good player.
Do our school proud, meaning that Borhan would make his school feel proud of him.
Look here, I even carried it around with me. It's my boon companion. Anyone game to try?
Game to try? To ask if anyone is willing to play.
I like to play badminton, but I'm not up the player that Borhan is. Do you play any games, Jolie?
Not half the player. When Chandran used this expression, he meant that he couldn't play even half as well as Borhan.
Hi, Borhan. Welcome back.
Hi.
Whoa, let me guess. You won, right?
Yes, I won the singles title and the doubles title was also won by our school.
That's cool. You know you do well, Borhan.
Yeah, thank you for having such confidence in me.
Congratulations, Borhan.
Congratulations, Borhan. Knowing you, you would have won hands down.
Hey, Borhan, even Mentor is pleased with your accomplishment.
I love sports, and Borhan has done well. Does anyone know what I meant when I said to win hands down?
Me, I know it.
You're such a baby, Borhan.
Yeah, come on, tell us.
It is a phrase that means to win easily and with a large margin. In fact, I won all the matches by 15 love.
Hey, that's great, my friend. See, your mentor is pleased with you. I think that's his way of telling you that he's happy.
So, Borhan, did you manage to meet up with my friends?
Yes, I did, and they were there for almost all the matches. They even cheered me on to give me moral support. It was good because I hardly had time to get to know them better.
Never mind, Borhan. There will always be other times and I'm glad they were there to give you with the support since all of us weren't able to. Oh yes, by the way, Chandran, have you decided when we can start our first squash lesson?
Squash?
Yes, Borhan. Alina has kindly agreed to teach how to play squash. How about tomorrow at 4, Alina?
Tomorrow's fine with me. Would you like to join us, Borhan?
I sure would.
We don't have any rackets, Selena.
That's alright. I'll borrow a few for tomorrow.
Do we need anything else? Maybe special shoes like in bowling?
No, Jolly. Sneakers will be just fine. Bring lots of water though. You'll need it. And the drinks at the club cost an arm and a leg.
Okay.
They even cheered me on to give me moral support. It was good because I hardly had time to get to know them better.
Moral support. An expression that means to give encouragement.
I'm not a supporter though. You'll need it. And the drinks at the club cost an arm and a leg.
Cost an arm and a leg, meaning extremely expensive.
Hey, Melissa, it's an easy game, weren't you?
What I meant is, it isn't difficult to understand how the game is played.
Squash is a much faster paced game than badminton, so if you're out of shape, it can really make you feel tired.
But you really are good, Amina.
Yeah, you're not too bad for a girl.
I beg your pardon. Would you like to challenge me into a game? Just name the time and place. This girl is going to make you eat humble pie.
Wow, Malaysia's next Nicole David, perhaps. Hey, can I have some of the humble pie as well?
Ha ha, sorry Chandran. It is not something you can eat physically. To eat humble pie means to be sorry for a mistake made, or in this case, for something said.
Yeah, trust Chandran to link anything with food. Anyway, guys, who's Nicole David?
Jolie!
Where have you been all these years? Don't you read newspapers?
Not the sports pages.
Nicole David is Malaysia's top female squash player. She is also one of the world's top female players.
Yes, and she was also the world junior champion at one time, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Wow, I didn't know Malaysia had such world-class players.
You should read the sports pages more often.
Yeah, I guess I should. I didn't know I was missing out on so much when I didn't know that Malaysia is at the forefront of sports as well.
Okay, I better be getting home now. No, Burhan. Just need the time, please.
Squash is a much faster paced game than badminton, so if you're out of shape, it can really make you feel tired.
Out of shape means not in good physical condition.
Where have you been all these years? Don't you read newspapers?
Where have you been all these years? A remark to imply that the person being spoken to has not been keeping up to date with the latest news.
Yeah, I guess I should. I didn't know I was missing out on so much when I didn't know that Malaysia is at the forefront of sports as well.
Missing out. An informal expression that means to lose an opportunity to benefit from something.
I need to exercise more. The squash game the other day has left my body aching all over.
Yes, Chandran. Exercise is important to stay healthy and fit. If you find games too strenuous, why don't you try something else like jogging or swimming?
I can't swim and I don't like to exercise alone. Besides, I enjoy the thrill of competing against someone during a game.
Hi, Jolly. Why are you looking so smart?
Alright, out of it. What have you been up to?
Oh, I've been catching up on my reading.
What do you mean, Jolie?
I've been reading all the sports pages over the past few days. I thought it was time I caught up with the Malaysian sports scene. See?
Well, have you?
I think so. Did you know that Malaysia also features prominently in other sports such as badminton, hockey, bowling, and sepak takraw?
That's old news, Jolie.
But it looks like you've really done your homework.
Since Malaysia takes sports seriously, we've even had the honor of hosting major events such as the 1998 Commonwealth Games and most recently, the 2001 SEA Games. Look.
In the recent SEA Games, Malaysia came out number 1 with the most number of gold medals, Jolie.
Yes, look, it's all in here.
Perhaps one day we may even host the Asian Games.
Or the Olympics.
And maybe if you're good enough, Burhan, you may even represent Malaysia for badminton.
Well, I'm certainly going to try my best. exercise is important to stay healthy and fit. If you find games too strenuous, why don't you try something else like jogging or swimming?
Strenuous, requiring great effort and energy.
Hi, Jolly. Why are you looking so smart?
Smug, looking or feeling pleased about something done or achieved.
Did you know that Malaysia also features prominently in other sports such as badminton, hockey, bowling, and sepak takraw?
Features prominently, to have or to play an important part in something.
It's like a cool game, just now.
Wow, that was some game the both of you played.
Yeah, a really nail-biting match.
Alright. You proved me wrong, Elena. I suppose girls can play as well as boys.
As well, or at times even better.
Have you ever thought of taking part in squash competitions, Elena?
Oh no. Somehow or other, competitions terrify me.
Don't be silly. Just pretend like you're just playing against Boran. We'll all be there to cheer you on.
It's not very funny, Chandran.
Well, I never thought about it before. Let me give it some thought.
In the meantime, I'm going to practice my squash. I think I've actually lost weight since we first started playing last week.
Well, since you think you've lost some weight, Chandran, why don't we all go out for some teh tarik?
Yeah, come
Come on, Chandran.
That's a good idea. Boran wins gives us a good excuse to go out and celebrate.
Oh.
Wow, that was some game the both of you played.
Yeah, a really nail-biting match.
Nail-biting match. A match that makes one so excited and anxious because the outcome is so unpredictable.
Well, I never thought about it before. Let me give it some thought.
Give it some thought. An expression that means to think about something carefully.
Boran, this literature and English class we have in our school have become very interesting, don't you think? Like the book on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and the poetry reading. And guess what? This week we are doing something on our very own Malaysian authors.
I told you it isn't that difficult. In fact, it's just a matter of reading it slowly as you would any old storybook. You'll get the hang of it soon.
You're right, my friend. I thought it would be difficult at first. You know, it was like Greek to me when I first started reading those books.
Nothing is too difficult if you put your mind to it, Chandran. It's just like how Borhan has overcome his fear of playing badminton in front of thousands of people. You can also overcome your doubts about doing well.
I really like you, mentor. You always give us good advice. Once you told me to overcome my fears, I played badminton much better. Maybe that's why I was able to win the singles title.
You know, Boran, you're not that shy anymore as well. I suppose I'll have to use your tactics to build up my confidence in literature and English.
Good on you, my dear friend. By the way, where's the rest of the gang?
I think they're late.
Where are these people? They know we have a book to study today. I really hope they're not too late.
Hi.
Speak of the devil, here they are.
Sorry guys, it's my fault.
Where have you two been?
Hey, I already said I'm sorry. It's not like I committed a crime, you know.
Well, it would be a crime the way you shop, Elena. She said she just needs some shampoo and we're in the candy shop for hours.
Well, I'm sorry that it was you who had to tag along and not me. I have no patience when it comes to shopping.
Thanks a lot for your kind words, Chandran.
Boys, patience is a virtue.
Thanks, mentor. Now ready for some serious work.
You're right, my friend. I thought it would be difficult at first. You know, it was like Greek to me when I first started reading those books.
It's like Greek to me. An informal saying that means Chandran could not understand it.
Hey, I already said I'm sorry. It's not like I committed a crime, you know.
It's not like I committed a crime. Alina is using this phrase to denote that she has not done anything wrong.
Hey Elena, how was your poetry recital?
Well, I must say I panicked when I saw all my classmates looking at me, and I just couldn't speak.
So, were you excused from speaking?
No, Cikgu Menon was really nice. She told me to take a deep breath and then to slowly recite the poem. I must say it wasn't bad at all. In fact, I got a standing ovation.
Come on, Alina. Don't let all of this go to your head. Come down to earth now.
Hey Borhan, give Elena a chance. She too wants to bask in her glory like you did when you won the badminton tournament.
For all you know, she probably made it all up. Besides, only people in show business get standing ovations.
I don't think Alina made it up. What she's saying is true. Her reading is excellent, and we must congratulate her for doing it so well. By the way, it's not only people in show business who receive standing ovations. Sometimes good orators and even badminton players receive standing ovation.
Okay, if you say so, mentor. I'm sorry for doubting you, Alina. Why don't we call this a truce?
Hey, I still have confidence in your friends.
So, what are we reading today, guys?
A short story by a Malaysian author whose name is Ali Majid. Now that everything has been settled, why don't we get on with our homework?
Okay.
Come on, Alina. Don't let all of this go to your head. Come down to earth now.
Go to your head. Borhan meant that Alina was becoming too proud of her success. Down to earth means that one should get back to reality.
Have you read this book yet?
No.
Okay, let me start by telling you about the author.
Yes, please.
Ali Majid was born in 1940 in Tampin in Negeri Sembilan State. He graduated from University Malaya in 1978 and worked as a teacher.
I know something about him too. He has published 3 volumes of short stories. They are Dalam Diri, Lampu-Lampu di Pelabuhan, dan Sayang Si Tina.
It also says here he won the first prize in the Esogapena Stories for Young Readers Contest for Sayang Si Tina. He also got other literary prizes in 1971 and 1972.
Wow! Malaysia's very own homegrown talent.
There are also many other local writers who have done some very interesting works, and you can find out about them by surfing the net.
Yes, thank you for the information, mentor. Shall we get on with our story?
In a nutshell, it is about a typical classroom, and in this classroom there are 35 students. Their teacher, whose name is Jamal, strikes terror in his students.
Oh dear, not another tyrant.
I think I can sort of make out the story already.
Well, one day, the class monitor told Cikgu Jamal that 2 boys had been fighting, and those 2 boys, Zahid and Dola, just happened to be in his class.
What was the fight about?
It was over a pencil. They both insist that the pencil belongs to them.
Imagine fighting over such a trivial matter.
Well, it wasn't an ordinary pencil because it was longer than the normal and had a curved plastic handle and a large eraser attached to it.
Oh, in that case, it would be a prized possession for both of them.
Well, Mr. Jamal assumed that the pencil belongs to Dola because there was an initial D on the pencil.
And for all his trouble, Zahid received 3 strokes of rattan as his reward. While Mr. Jamal was proud of himself for having solved the problem with such wisdom.
Ouch. Can we take a break now, guys? I can't stand the thought of someone being king.
Wow, Malaysia's very own homegrown talent.
Homegrown, meaning something is developed locally.
In a nutshell, it is about a typical classroom, and in this classroom there are 35 students. Their teacher, whose name is Jamal, strikes terror in his students.
Oh dear, not another tyrant.
I think I can sort of make out the story already.
In a nutshell, a phrase that means to summarize something in a few words. Strikes terror, a statement used here to explain how Jamal made his pupils very afraid of him. Tyrant, meaning a cruel ruler or leader.
Imagine fighting over such a trivial matter.
Trivial, something that is of little importance.
Oh, in that case, it will be a prized possession for both of them.
Prized possession, meaning something of great value.
But, as if Zahid had not suffered enough, he was called up again for pushing Dollar Songkok off his head. This part's real funny.
Yeah, Lina, but you know what happened to Zahid next? He was punished again by Cikgu Jamal for doing that.
Oh dear, more pain for the boy. I guess Zahid really wanted his special pencil back.
Excuse my ignorance, Chandran, but why is the pencil so special to Zahid?
As it was twice as long as an ordinary pencil, Zahid thought that it would make a difference when he raised his hand and the teacher would take notice of him because he was small.
Oh, it also says here, his parents were separated and his mother had to work hard to get him the pencil. One day, Zahid waited for Dola after school and a fight broke out. In the fight, the pencil got broken.
Oh dear, I feel sorry for Zahid. Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
But that's not the end of his troubles. He becomes a big bully because of his boldness, even though he is small size. And one day, he finds a pocket knife and strikes Dola with it.
Oh no!
I think he did it on the rebound.
I guess you could say that, Jolie. Zahid was called up to the principal's office and the principal had a talk with him. In that talk, Zahid poured all his sorrows.
Well, it turns out that the pencil actually belongs to Zahid.
Being small and deprived of his belongings affected Zahid psychologically. It can cause a person to change their behavior.
Well, after Cikgu Jamal heard Zahid's story, he was touched by it.
This story has a happy ending as well. Zahid finally got not one but two pencils. Dola actually turned out to be the bully taking away Zahid's prized possession.
Yes, and the moral of the story here is that it's never too late to mend your ways. Cikgu Jamal became a wiser man, and Zahid a better behaved boy.
Oh, what a touching story.
I hope you're not crying, Alina.
Here, take this tissue.
I'm crying, I just got something in my eye.
Excuse my ignorance, Chandran, but why is the pencil so special to Zahid?
Ignorance, lack of knowledge or information.
Oh dear, I feel sorry for Zahid. Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. To get out of a bad situation into something worse.
I think he did it on the rebound.
On the rebound. To react to a situation while being affected by an earlier problem. And before we wrap up, let's see if you've been paying attention all this while. Here are some questions.